It is a sad statistic and a warning to parents everywhere. Every 30 minutes, a child is treated in the ER for an injury caused by a falling television. We told you about this report yesterday in a study that was in the journal Pediatrics. It says that 17,000 kids a year, 17,000 are hurt this way. That is up 125% from 1990. There are ways to keep this from happening to you and your household. I'm joined live with Jennifer Hoekstra once again with the Safe Kids Coalition. Up 125%, that's a lot.
It is. And one of the biggest reasons that this study was talking about is parents are getting new televisions, the flat screens, things like that, but they're moving their big tube-like televisions, rather than giving them away, they're putting them up on dressers or up on bookshelves in bedrooms or back rooms or basements, but not strapping them to the wall. So it's really important when you do have a television in your home that you use the appropriate furniture strap.
So you think we're seeing the spike in these injuries because people are sort of hanging on to those old heavy ones and putting them in the basement for the kids, really?
Yeah, absolutely. And the flat screen televisions are top heavy, so there's kind of a inconsistency with the data collected in this study because we don't have quite enough details, but we do know that televisions are not properly being secured.
Well, I have to say those the flat screens are so light, they can slide so easily on top of whatever you put them on, and it just seems to me that that was probably causing the injuries. I know they're a lot lighter, but they can easily come off the table.
The study was really showing us there's two big differences. Here's those big televisions now being put in unsafe places, and the flat screen televisions not being secured. So please make sure any type of television you have is on a low, sturdy piece of furniture made to hold a television, or using that strap. You can purchase them for around $20 at most places where televisions are sold.
So what are we talking about when we're talking about securing a television? What do we need? Okay, a low, sturdy, something sturdy for sure.
Absolutely.
But how do we secure the TV? You're saying a strap.
Yeah, it's like a Y strap. It secures on the back of the television. Most televisions now have an appropriate place to hook that, and then it comes back in a Y shape and attaches to the wall. So it maintains the balance, and the top heaviness of the television stays backwards so the child can't bump it over.
Another thing I thought was interesting when I was looking over this study, it said that boys are the ones to get injured more so than girls. Why do you think that is?
Oh, of course. Our boys are more curious. They're always the ones that get hurt more. But they're big climbers, and when kids start climbing, they climb where the television is, especially if you leave the remote control or anything else that's eye-catching near the television. They want to get it. So we really encourage parents to leave that remote and other things that may cause attention away from the television, so kids aren't trying to get at the remote and climb on it.
So really got to think about, how a kid thinks.
Absolutely.
Sure.
And this really does affect all kids, even from the ages of 18 and under. Our biggest group is 5 and under. That's about 64% of the kids that make up injuries. But even our older students are laying by the television to do homework, and a younger sibling runs through the living room, that television can tip over.
That's
so
right.
It affects everybody in our house.
Got to make sure that those are secure. Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, the statistics are surprising.
They really are. And I think it really speaks to volumes of what we're looking at in our homes. Tall furniture, even if it doesn't have a television, things like that can tip over.
Right. Jennifer Hoekstra, Safe Kids Coalition, thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.